Do you have any friends at all?
Any ones that aren't imaginary?
Or your family?
Even before reporting on 2 separate bullying incidents in 2 different areas of the province, I was receiving communication regarding situations weekly inside our school systems about the subject of bullying. If you ever dig just below the surface, to be honest with yourself, it doesn't take long for adults to figure out where kids get to learn that this is okay. Modern television, including TV shows such as The Big Bang Theory, actually make fun of bullying. In Season 5, the Speckerman Recurrence episode has Leonard recalling incidents where bullies did horrible things to him in high school. Urinating in his punch, wedgies, and physical abuse are all placed with a laugh track ready to go because yes, it really is funny. You don't have to be a genius to figure out with my last name the removal of a single letter was the fastest way to bully me. It was so common on the playground, it became white noise to me. And that was back before cell phones, Instagram, Facebook, and all the new ways for bullies to attack and belittle their victims. It used to be you'd get home from school and not have to deal with bullies anymore. You'd have a respite for those 16 hours from the name-calling, threatening behavior, pranks, and intimidation, as well as the stress that went with it. Now we have individuals who not only go out of their way to bully people, they do it on platforms such as YouTube and get supporters who laugh and encourage. They can roll up on some unsuspecting individual they believe is a junkie, harass, threaten, force them to drop items which may rightfully have been theirs. When people are outraged about this behavior, they then target the suspected vigilantes, those riding blue motorcycles with helmet cams. Not every one of those is moto. In no other realm of society would this be okay. You can't just roll up to a black person and yell out the N-word. It's not right to yell slurs at people with the LGBT community and people who roll up on female journalists with make headline news around the world for all the wrong reasons. So why is it okay to take and belittle people who are struggling in this world due to a disease? And before anyone steps out and tells me, oh, it's not a disease, it's a choice, hold on a second, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I went for surgery, was prescribed Percocets for pain, and for a time was hooked to those Percocets. For me, I was lucky. It stopped there. It wasn't a choice. It was a prescription. Yes, at some point, the pain from the surgery was not what it was being taken for. At some point, it started being treated like other pains, like replays of memories of being bullied or other aspects of childhood trauma. However, by that point, it was an addiction or a disease. What people who have never walked in these shoes do not understand is you don't know when that point is. The point when it became a choice is so blurred by the fact the chemical structure in your brain and in your cells has changed to the point where you crave that drug. The same chemical structures which make you do things you would never have dreamed of. The type of change which turns you into a criminal or a junkie, someone who is struggling. Those people do both legal and illegal things just to get their next fix because they don't know what else to do. Am I saying every substance abuser started out this way? Absolutely not. Am I saying it's very easy for a group of people to gang up on these individuals on a forum that most of them don't have and belittle them, plan acts against them, and make fun of them? Absolutely it is. It happens daily on social media. That brings me to my last point. I want to thank the bullies in my life. They taught me how to have a thick skin, something which in my world is a daily necessity. They also taught me not to fear what other people think, and above all, to defend myself accordingly. Also life skills I need in this job. You don't get into journalism to make friends, but you can be guaranteed to make enemies, something I've learned along the years. I've been the target of online harassment, death threats, and bullying just for doing what I do every single day. And I'm okay with that. It means someone is passionate about what I'm writing, and it also means I'm the target for their bullying and not somebody else. even if it's just for a few seconds. So next time you go to say a bad word about someone, or maybe even me, maybe take a moment and remember the words of Patrick Overton, poet, playwright, and nationally recognized rural and small community developer. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. And watch your character as they become your destiny. For Behind the Lens, I'm Dan Gray.